What's up, everybody? This is E from E's Workout Channel, and today I'm gonna be doing another one of those videos. First, let me say, hey, I miss you, big brother Diallo. I wish you could be here with me to talk about what we're about to talk about today. First, let me give you the disclaimer right off the bat. I'm not a racist dude. I'm not a prejudiced dude. I believe there's good and bad in all races. I like people in all races, or genders, or sexual. I don't care. If you're a good person, a righteous person, a decent person, you can get down with me. And if you're not, you can't. That's my rule of life. I treat people exactly how they treat me, no matter who they are. So just getting that out the way. Today, this video is going to be directed exclusively toward the black community. Nobody else, just the black community. And trust me, all of y'all other peoples, y'all don't want no parts of this anyway. Y'all don't want what I'm about to say in a few minutes. Y'all don't want a piece of this. Believe me when I tell you. Believe that. And let me also say before I get started, I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm not gonna waste your time talking about no dumb shit, no stupid shit. Anything I get in front of this camera and say, it's gonna be some real shit, some important stuff. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time. You know what I'm saying? And I know y'all got better things to be doing with y'all time. So if y'all take the time, to watch my video, I'm gonna make it worth your time. I promise you. So without further ado, let's get started. The first thing I want to talk about, before I even get to the main thing I want to talk about, I want to talk about this other thing that's kind of been digging at me a little bit, and it's leadership in the black community, or so-called leadership, which, I'm tired of hearing it. It doesn't make sense. And this is why it's stupid. And think about the other communities. Do you ever hear about white leaders in the white community, or Chinese leaders in the Chinese community, Korean leaders in the Korean community, Hispanic leaders in this? No, you don't hear about this with all the races of people. So why do we need leaders in the black community? If nobody else needs leaders, why do we need leaders? Are we inferior to these other races? I'm thinking, are we inferior? If we are, then okay, it makes sense. Let's have the leaders, and it is what it is. But if we're not inferior, we need to be leading our goddamn selves. We need to be leading ourselves. We don't need leaders like no other race needs leaders. We don't need that shit. We need to be leading ourselves. The leaders we need in the black community? We need parents. We need parents to raise their children. That's what we need in the black community. That's the leadership we need. That's where it needs to start. And yeah, we got people, if you're in a position of wealth or authority, yeah, of course you could step up and help. Of course, that should go without saying. But in terms of us individually, we all need to be stepping up. We all need to be leading. We don't need to be looking to nobody for no damn leadership. I mean, that's the problem, man. If it ain't God, if it ain't Jesus, somebody always want to look to somebody else instead of taking responsibility with themselves. And that's where it all starts, which is going to take me to what I really want to talk about in this video. And that is the black community, the black family being destroyed, And by guess who? It ain't the police. It ain't the white man. It's the black women. Black women are destroying our black communities because they're destroying our black families. Yes, this shit needs to be said because nobody else is saying it. Nobody else is talking about this. Our communities are being destroyed, first and foremost by black women, because black women are having kids with black men and then leaving the men. And what's crazy, once upon a time, black men were some real pieces of shit. I ain't gonna lie. They were irresponsible. They didn't take care of their kids. You know what I'm saying? They would just leave their families. And I don't remember exactly. I want to say maybe like the 70s, maybe this was happening. You know what I'm saying? And those men should be ashamed of themselves. You know what I'm saying? But now black men have evolved to something better. You know what I'm saying? Most black men I know now want to take care of their kids. They love their kids. They want to be there for their kids. I don't know any man. I don't know one personally who doesn't want to take care of their kids, who just say fuck their kids, whatever. I don't know any like that. But it's like while black men have evolved, black women have devolved again. Because this is not the first time this has happened. You know, the black family was systematically destroyed with welfare. When welfare was introduced to the black communities, like most women at one point, if they were getting welfare, they couldn't even have a man in the house. So if you can't have a man in the house raising his children, that means that the family is destroyed. That was systematic destruction of black families. But now that's not even the case. Well, I'm not going to say it still doesn't go on, but that's not even what I'm about to get at. What the real culprits here are the successful black women. They're the ones who are really destroying most of the families now. Having children with these men, they're just leaving. Just up and leaving. I mean, it's like so selfish. Because who do it hurt? Who do it hurt first and foremost? The children. Our black children are being raised without their parents. Or with one parent. Or with one parent and a substitute. They aren't being raised with their two natural parents. And this is happening in the black community way more than it's happening in any other community. And it's sad, it's ridiculous, it's pathetic. I mean, it's just, and you know what? I'm calling y'all motherfuckers out. Black women, y'all nasty ass attitudes, y'all selfish asses. Yo, y'all are fucking us up. Y'all are fucking up our community, the black community. And somebody need to tell y'all about it, because that shit needs to stop. If you don't want to stay with this man, don't have kids with him. I mean, honestly, I guess somebody has to say it. If you're with somebody and you don't know and you don't think you want to be with that person for the rest of your life, don't have children with them. Or at least if you can't be with that man long enough to raise those children, don't have children with them. Because we're hurting our children. They're behind. Because everybody else is being raised with their parents. And our kids aren't. And I know other races got to be looking at us, you know, like, man, that's sad. That's terrible. But hey, you know what? Hey, less competition for our kids. You know what I'm saying? Less competition for our kids. And it is what it is. And if it ain't bad enough that these women are just leaving these men, you know, and don't get me wrong, black men aren't perfect. Black men got issues, problems, but so does every man. Nobody's perfect, including y'all black women. Y'all aren't perfect either. Nobody's perfect. You know, most people, and every relationship has problems. There are very few perfect relationships with no problems. But everybody else works their problems out. But not our women. No. Soon as shit get bad or whatever, they out. they take the kids and roll. Fuck you. And then, if that ain't bad enough, they hit the niggas up for child support. So, now, you done took the kids, you hitting the man up for child support, and the courts are gonna tax the shit out of black men for child support. Everybody knows it. So now you got the black man struggling to have a place to live and to pay this child support. So the black man has no way to build any wealth for himself or his children. And that's the state of our community right now. And that's because of these selfish ass, nasty attitude of having black women. And you know what? Man, I have 4 children. All 4 of my children are by black women. But I'm even at the point where I'm getting so disgusted with black women that I don't even know, you know, if I can even deal with a black woman at this point. You know, I'm single right now, and I might have to stay single till I hit the grave because, and don't get me wrong, I'm not against interracial relationships at all. You know, my thing is true love is so hard to find. Wherever you can find it at, man, grab it and hold on to it. I don't care who it's with. So I'm not against saying people of other races. In fact, I'm probably gonna have to start looking at people of other races right now because I can't deal with it. I'm done. I'm fed up. You know what I'm saying? It's just outrageous the way black women are acting these days. And it's not all of them. It's not every, you know, y'all good black women, you know, thumbs up. I give y'all my props. It ain't y'all, but it's too many that aren't like that. It's way too many. And it just gotta stop because it's hurting the children. First and foremost, our children aren't being raised with their parents. And that's not an advantage. I don't care how you try to spin it with your selfish ass. It's not an advantage. It's a disadvantage. We're disadvantaging our own children. And I just, man, you know what? I thought long and hard about this video. And I wasn't even gonna do this video at first, but then it weighed on my mind so much. I'm like, I got to come call this shit like it is. I got to tell it like it is. That's what's happening. That's the state of our community right now. That's why we're so fucked up right now. And then, if that ain't bad enough, it's bad enough. As I mentioned in one of my other videos, you got gangbanging dumbasses out here spray painting satanic shit through the communities. If that ain't bad enough, then we got to deal with the women destroying the families every chance they get. I mean, I would love to know how our families compare to other races, because I'm sitting here thinking about it. I don't know one person who's raising a kid under the age of 18 that's with the mother of that child or children. I don't know nobody that's together. I don't know anybody that's together. And then, you would think that the older generation who did know how to keep their relationships together, who kept their marriages together, 30, 40, 50 years together, the people who probably 60, 70, 80 years old, you would think these motherfuckers would be teaching their kids how to have a healthy relationship. But it's almost like the men don't give a damn, and the women want to be friends with the women. The mothers want to be friends with their daughters, watching them do this shit. They don't seem to care. So, it's their grandkids getting fucked up and all this shit too. And it's like we all just sitting there watching it. We all watching it happen. And nobody's not saying anything. I'm in that situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to talk about it, but I'm in that situation myself. Everybody I know is in that situation. That's what's happening in the black community. That's what's happening to the black families. And black women, y'all ought to be goddamn ashamed of yourselves. Because this is your fault. This is not men leaving the families. This is not black men leaving the families. And I'm going to make it, this is not black men. This is not the black man's fault. This right here is not his fault. This is black women. This is on y'all. And, it needs, something needs to change. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, I don't know who's going to see this video. I might piss some of y'all off, and I don't give a fuck. Because y'all need to be pissed off. Somebody need to tell y'all what the fuck y'all doing. Because y'all are just damaging us. And then, think about this. Let this shit marinate for a minute. All the black men gone in jail, dead, whatever. Who the fuck y'all think gonna come in there? The Asians, the whites, the Hispanics. Like I said, nothing against all the races, but pretty much that means the black race is gonna be gone. Think about that. Think about that. And it's just, man, like I said, I'm just so fed up with this shit. And it just needs to change. It needs to stop. You know what I'm saying? Humans need to we need to get on some better shit as it is. But it's like every time you look at the black community, man, it's like, damn, we disadvantaged everywhere we look. And then we doing it to ourselves. That's what really make it so bad. We doing it to ourselves. And then we want to blame everybody else. No, it ain't nobody making you do that shit. It ain't nobody making black women leave these men and busting up these families. This ain't the white man's fault, or the white woman's fault, or the Hispanic man's fault, or the Hispanic woman's fault, or the Asian man's fault, or the Asian woman's fault, or the Arab man's fault, or the Arab woman's fault, or the Native American man's fault, or the Native American woman's fault. This is black women's fault. This is on y'all. Y'all gotta eat that shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are doing some serious damage. And, hopefully to change, we'll see. I ain't gonna hold my breath, but it is what it is. I'm sorry I had to come like this, with this kind of video. But man, I just feel that it needed to be said. It needs to be said because it's happening. And it's impacting way too many black people. Like I said, we got enough issues to deal with. And this shouldn't be one of them. It shouldn't be. But it is. But anyway, man, anybody who take issue with what I said, feel free to leave a comment. I want you to. Please do. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. I got a couple subscribers. I'm trying to grow this channel slowly but surely. And I'm going to keep coming with the real videos. I'm going to bring it to you. I ain't sugarcoating shit. I ain't making it easy. I'm going to tell it like it is. Because this needs to be said just like the way I said it. It's just the way it is. But all right, I'm done ranting and raving on that. You know what I'm saying? My next video, it'll be a surprise. I ain't even going to tell you. But it'll be something serious. Y'all better believe that. And if, y'all want to talk about anything, man, I'm health, fitness, family, finance, whatever. You know what I'm saying? God, whatever y'all want to talk about, I'm down. Just let me know. Let me know. I can talk about anything. And on that note, you know, everybody be safe out there with this virus and everything. And I haven't talked about that very much, but I might hit that sooner or later. But be careful, be safe, and be fit and healthy, you know, as well. All right, everybody. Good night. Peace.